Hey everybody, and welcome back to my Unprocessed Life, the afternoon edition. I just dropped off my buddy from work, and now I'm headed home. We had to go. I had to go pick up another case of bananas at Whole Foods, and because I realized we were running out, and got some kale and some apple cider vinegar and some good stuff. It's been a pretty good day. If you've been following me on Instagram, you saw some of the stuff that we did today. I had my green juice this morning, and then I had some oranges as snacks, and then for lunch I had that wonderful zucchini hummus. It was a little spicy, but it was really good. And then while I was at Whole Foods, I grabbed another vegan bar to kind of see me through. I left my extra bananas at the office, and the ones they had at Whole Foods were way too green. So yeah, so that's the day, and I think I'm gonna go home and probably have some banana and ice cream. I haven't had any of that for a while, and that will fill out the day. So fun stuff there. What else? Yeah, so that was my unprocessed life today. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet. Not a whole lot going on, actually, other than that. I hope you follow me on Instagram, and I hope you come hang out and comment on the videos as well. I enjoy making them, and I hope you enjoy hanging out with me for a few minutes here and there and the other place. I've been working more on drinking water. Oh, I haven't given you any update on weight. I really haven't been following it a whole lot, but I did step on the scale yesterday morning, or was it this morning? I think it was this morning, and I haven't gained or lost any weight since last time I weighed. So I'm down 5 pounds overall, and I'm pretty well assuming at this point that it has to do with exercise. I think that if I want to drop some weight, if I want to lose some fat, which is really a more appropriate way of saying it, then the way I'm going to need to do that is by upping the exercise. But the good news is I feel a lot more energetic than I have. For whatever reason, I've been in a pretty good mood. For those of you who don't know me or haven't known me throughout my life, I've had a tendency to be a very moody individual, and in general, not a very happy individual. Sometimes, but when I was younger, I had a tendency to have a temper and have to fight that. I had some girlfriends that have dealt with the brunt of that over the years. Luckily, by the time that I married my wife, I had learned to control my temper quite a bit, and that helped quite a bit. So it's kind of a funny change for me that I'm in a better mood now than I was, or than I have been. You know, the diet seems to have affected my mood, is what I'm saying, and it seems to have affected it in a positive manner. Excuse me. The diet seemed to have affected my mood in a positive manner. I asked my wife about it last night. I said, you know, has it seemed like that to you? And she said that it was very noticeable, but she didn't want to say anything about it because I have a tendency to be more moody when she talks about things like that. So there is that. I have been trying to take some supplements, a B12 supplement, a vitamin D supplement, and some probiotics. Some vitamin C's too, just for fun, because you really can never get too much vitamin C, in my opinion. And there are some studies that show that massive amounts of vitamin C do wonderful things for you. So I never worry about taking too much vitamin C. Yeah, so haven't gone up or down on the scale, you know, weight wise. Gonna have to do some exercise to get that done. I had fun telling my wife about calling the shaytards out yesterday. That was good. She thought that was kind of cute. Yeah, because I don't expect that they'll ever get wind of it by any stretch of the imagination. But it was fun. It was fun nonetheless to pretend that they might. So there you go. Yeah. So exercise is the next one, and water, drinking water. That was the other thing, is that I focused today on trying to make sure that I drank enough water. I had about a half liter before I left the house today. I had about 1.5 liters at work. So I'm right about 2 liters, and I'm finishing up my other liter here in the car. I've got about a half liter left here too. That will get me to right around 3 liters. And that may be part of why I'm not seeing any additional weight loss, even though I'm eating healthier now than I have been in the last few weeks. So all things considered, on my unprocessed life, I'm very happy with the changes. They seem to be pretty good. And the funny thing is that they're not tangible at this point, but they will be. I mean, they're not tangible to the naked eye. I mean, if you were looking at me 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't feel that it was any different, that there was any change. But for me personally, I feel like I have more energy. I'm not as fatigued. I don't have the falling asleep problem that I had before. Well, I don't know that it was really a problem, but you know, every afternoon after lunch, you know, a lot of times you just, you know, you'll be like, oh, I'm so tired, you know, because your body's, I haven't dealt with that in a couple weeks now, and that's pretty awesome. But that's not something that you would see, you know, as an outside person looking in, but as somebody within my own body, I have. And it's also become easier to move a little bit, you know, when you get to have a frame as large as mine, or maybe not a frame, but when you're as overweight as I am, everything is a struggle, and I kid you not. You know, it's a struggle to walk across the floor. You know, I can't imagine people who are heavier than me, 400 pounds, 500 pounds, you know, just I feel it in my ankles. Like when I sit down to meditate, I can feel in my ankles when I'm focusing on the different parts of my body and how my body feels during my meditation. I can feel my joints hurt. You know, just when I focus on it and pay attention to it. Most of the time you don't, because you're walking around and you know, your focus is getting from here to there, and you ignore the uncomfortableness. But I can feel it. I can feel it in my feet, especially, that have taken this huge pounding over the years because of my excessive weight. You know, a lot, knees, the whole 9 yards. It's you know, it's a challenge is what I'm saying. So even being able to have a little bit more energy has made a big difference. And even just losing the 5 pounds has made a pretty big difference too, because now I've got less weight that, you know, that's going with me from point to point. So happy about it, all things considered. And so I am going to go home and we'll see about I may go to sleep early tonight so I can get up early and make my green juice in the morning so I can have some fresh green juice, and maybe take some with me because I got some extra kale today, and so you know, we may be juicing a little bit more. It was on sale, I couldn't help myself. Kale's kind of my weakness when it comes to that, especially Lucindo kale. The other kale is fine. There's lots of different types of kale, and I like them all in my juices and so forth. But the Lucindo kale is my favorite. It's really great for salads and things like that too, especially if you know how to like take some lemon juice and make them not as rubbery. But I really like Lucindo kale. It's probably my favorite kind, and it was on sale today. It was $1 off the normal $5 for 2 bunches. So it was fun. I got a few more days worth, so hopefully I'll get it all eaten or juiced before their time is up. Anyway, that's what's happening in my unprocessed life. I will see you tomorrow. Depending on what happens, I may only do 1 video tomorrow, but we'll have to see. It has to do with the logistics of riding together and all that kind of stuff with my work partner. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I enjoy our time together, and I hope you do too. Until next time, have a great day.